By the end of this video, you will understand exactly why the White House is urgently engaging with Anthropic's CEO, what their new AI technology actually does, how this meeting signals a seismic shift in global AI regulation, and, most critically, what it means for India's 5 million strong IT workforce, your investments in nifty IT stocks, and the startups competing in this space right now. If you want to stay ahead of the AI and policy moves that actually affect your portfolio and career, not just the headlines, hit subscribe now. We break down the signal from the noise every single week. India first. Good morning everyone, I'm India AI, and today we are unpacking one of the most consequential meetings in the global AI story, and more importantly, what it means for India. The White House Chief of Staff just picked up the phone and called the CEO of one of the most powerful artificial intelligence companies on earth, and that single meeting might be the clearest signal yet that the AI race is no longer just a tech story. It is now a geopolitical one. Here is the question that cuts to the heart of this. When the most powerful government in the world decides it needs to sit across from an AI company's chief executive, not through a junior aide, not through a regulatory filing, but at the very top level, what does that tell you about the technology involved? What does it tell you about how urgent this has become? And here is why this matters to you, watching from India this morning. India's information technology sector, companies like TCS, Tata Consultancy Services, Infosys, and Wipro, employs over 5 million people and generates more than $250 billion in annual revenue. The AI wave these companies are riding is the same wave that the White House is now treating as a national security priority. If Washington's relationship with companies like Anthropic, the creator of an AI system called Claude, shifts from hands-off to actively managed, the ripple effects will reach every outsourcing contract, every AI product roadmap, and every nifty IT index stock you might hold in your portfolio. In today's video, we are going to answer 3 things. What exactly is Anthropic's new AI technology that triggered this meeting? Why this moment represents a turning point in global AI governance, and what the India-specific opportunity and risk looks like right now. Stay with us, because understanding cause and effect here changes the way you see the entire AI story. Now here is what most people, including many smart investors and business professionals, assume when they first hear this news. They hear, White House meets AI company, and they think, routine. They picture a PR exercise, a photo opportunity, maybe a brief policy consultation where a government official nods politely, the tech CEO explains some features, and everyone shakes hands and goes back to their separate lanes. That assumption is understandable. Because for most of the last decade, that is exactly how AI governance worked, or rather, did not work. Governments largely stayed out of the way. The technology moved fast. Regulation moved slow. Companies like Google, Microsoft, and Meta built products that touched billions of lives before any serious regulatory framework existed. In India, we saw this play out too. UPI, the Unified Payments Interface, scaled from 0 to over 13 billion monthly transactions before comprehensive data regulation fully caught up. Aadhaar linked over 1 billion identities before all the privacy architecture was settled. So the pattern is familiar: technology first, governance second. But here is what that assumption gets wrong about this specific moment in 2025. Anthropic is not a typical AI company. And Claude, its flagship AI, is not a typical product. The White House Chief of Staff does not personally schedule meetings about routine technology updates. The fact that this engagement is happening at the Chief of Staff level, which is effectively the operational center of the entire executive branch of the United States government, tells you this is not a courtesy call. Something about this technology has moved from the category of interesting to the category of urgent. And that shift in category changes everything. So why does this question exist right now, in mid-2025, and not 3 years ago? The answer lies in understanding what Anthropic has actually built and why it crossed a threshold that previous AI systems had not. Anthropic was founded in 2021 by Dario Amodei, Daniela Amodei, and several other former OpenAI researchers. From the beginning, the company positioned itself differently. Rather than racing purely for capability, Anthropic built what it calls constitutional AI, a framework designed to make AI systems safer by giving them explicit guiding principles. Think of it as building an AI that has been given something like a value system before it is deployed into the world. Their flagship model, Claude, now in its third major generation, has reportedly achieved something remarkable. According to independent benchmark assessments, Claude's latest iteration performs at or above expert human level across a range of complex reasoning tasks, legal analysis, medical reasoning, advanced coding, strategic planning. The gap between AI as a tool and AI as a colleague has narrowed in ways that were not anticipated even 18 months ago. Now layer on top of that the geopolitical context. China is aggressively funding its own frontier AI programs. The European Union has passed the EU AI Act, the world's first comprehensive AI regulation framework. And the United States, which has historically relied on voluntary industry commitments, is suddenly facing pressure to establish its own coherent national AI strategy before the next election cycle makes governance even harder. In India, IT ministers and NASSCOM, the National Association of Software and Service Companies, have been watching this regulatory space intensely because wherever the US sets AI standards, Indian IT companies that serve US clients must follow. The question exists because the technology crossed a line. And governments are scrambling to understand what that line means. Here is what we can say with confidence right now. The partial answer, the direction of the story, even if the full picture is still emerging. The meeting between the White House Chief of Staff and Anthropic's CEO, Dario Amodei, is centered on what insiders describe as Anthropic's newest AI capabilities that go significantly beyond what current public versions of Claude can do. Reports suggest this involves AI systems capable of autonomous multi-step reasoning and task execution, what the industry calls agentic AI. This is AI that does not just answer questions. It plans, executes sequences of actions, adapts when those actions produce unexpected results, and delivers outcomes, all with minimal human supervision. To make that concrete, imagine an AI that can not only draft a legal brief, but research relevant precedents, identify weaknesses in opposing arguments, revise the draft based on those weaknesses, and flag risk areas, all in under an hour, without a human guiding each step. That capability, deployed at scale across government, defense, and private sector applications, creates both enormous opportunity and serious risk. The White House engagement seems focused on understanding two things. First, how close this capability is to deployment, and second, what guardrails, if any, Anthropic has built around it. Now here is the India angle that most channels are missing entirely. Indian IT giants, TCS, Infosys, Wipro, HCL Technologies, have spent the last 2 years repositioning themselves as AI-first service providers. Their pitch to global clients is, we can integrate these frontier AI systems into your enterprise at scale. If the US government moves to restrict or certify which AI systems can be deployed in sensitive enterprise environments, including those used by US government contractors, Indian IT companies who rely on those certifications will be directly affected. The direction is becoming clear. But the full implications? We are only part of the way there. The first and most foundational reason this meeting is happening, the bedrock reason that explains why the White House Chief of Staff personally made this a priority, is national security. And I want you to understand this not as an abstract geopolitical concept, but as a concrete economic force that has direct Indian implications. The United States government is the single largest purchaser of technology services on earth. In fiscal year 2024, U.S. federal agencies spent over $4 billion specifically on AI-related contracts, and that number is accelerating. Defense agencies, intelligence services, the Department of Energy, and the State Department are all evaluating frontier AI systems for use in everything from logistics optimization to intelligence analysis to cybersecurity threat detection. Anthropic's Claude has been quietly positioned as one of the leading candidates for these sensitive government use cases precisely because of its constitutional AI framework. The argument is that Claude is more controllable, more predictable, and more aligned with explicit human values than competing systems. The White House meeting is, at its core, about due diligence. Before any AI system gets embedded into sensitive government infrastructure, the highest levels of government want to understand, what can it actually do? What can it not be stopped from doing? And who controls it? Now here is the connection to India. Indian IT companies, particularly TCS, Infosys, and HCL, hold significant US government IT service contracts, either directly or through US prime contractors. As US government agencies increasingly mandate specific AI systems or AI safety certifications as part of contract requirements, Indian service providers will have to demonstrate compliance with those standards. This is not hypothetical. This is the direction the contracting environment is already moving in 2025. And the White House meeting with Anthropic is effectively the moment where that direction gets formally signaled from the very top. Now let us handle the obvious counterpoint, because if you have been following AI news for any length of time, you are probably thinking, is this meeting really that significant? Governments talk to tech companies all the time. OpenAI's Sam Altman has met with heads of state across Europe, Asia, and the Americas. Google DeepMind has deep relationships with UK and US government science agencies. Microsoft, which is OpenAI's largest investor, already has cloud contracts embedded throughout US federal infrastructure. So what makes the White House Chief of Staff meeting with Anthropic's CEO specifically newsworthy, rather than just another entry in a long calendar of tech government schmoozing? Here is the distinction that matters, and this is what most financial channels are not tracking carefully enough. The position of Chief of Staff in the White House is not a policy role. It is an operational and strategic coordination role. The Chief of Staff decides what gets the President's attention, what gets resources, what gets treated as a priority versus a distraction. When the Chief of Staff personally takes a meeting with a tech CEO, it signals that the topic has moved from policy discussion to action planning. Furthermore, Anthropic is unique in the AI landscape in one critical way. It is the only major frontier AI company that has made AI safety its explicit core business proposition, not a side commitment, not a marketing line, but the architectural foundation of how its models are built. That means a meeting between the White House and Anthropic is specifically about the intersection of cutting-edge capability and controllability. And that intersection is exactly where governments need to be engaging, because the alternative, capable but uncontrolled AI in government-adjacent systems, is a risk that no administration wants to be associated with. For Indian investors and professionals, this is the regulatory signal to watch. Wherever the US government sets the safety certification bar, that bar becomes the global standard for enterprise AI adoption. So here is the complete answer to the question we opened with: and it is more important than the headline suggests. The White House Chief of Staff meeting with Anthropic's CEO is not a routine courtesy call. It is not a PR exercise. It is the moment when the United States government formally acknowledged that a specific AI company's technology has crossed a threshold of capability and risk that requires executive-level engagement, not regulatory level, not policy level, but the level of the person who coordinates the entire operational machinery of the White House. What does that mean? It means three things that you should hold in your mind. First, AI governance is now a top 3 priority of the US executive branch. That changes the speed and seriousness with which AI regulation will move in the next 18 to 24 months. Second, Anthropic's constitutional AI framework, the safety first approach to building frontier models, is being validated by the highest levels of government as the architecture that serious AI deployment requires. This will create enormous competitive pressure on every other AI company and every enterprise customer choosing between AI vendors to adopt similar standards. Third, and this is where it becomes most personal for India, Indian IT companies that want to serve US enterprise and government clients with AI-integrated solutions will need to demonstrate alignment with whatever standards emerge from this engagement. NASSCOM, India's tech industry body, and individual IT players like TCS, Infosys, and Wipro will need to certify, partner with, or deeply integrate with AI providers like Anthropic if they want to remain in the highest value tier of global AI services. For the Nifty IT Index, which tracks the top Indian technology companies on the National Stock Exchange, the medium-term implication is positive if Indian companies move quickly to align. Higher value AI services mean better margins and stronger client retention. The risk is for those who move slowly. The window for positioning is open right now, but it will not stay open forever. Before you close this video, here is the decision framework, the 3 things to watch that will tell you whether this White House Anthropic engagement becomes a transformative regulatory moment or fades as a one-time meeting. Criterion 1. Does the meeting produce a formal policy output? If the White House announces any kind of executive guidance, voluntary commitment framework, or federal procurement standard referencing AI safety within the next 60 days, this meeting was the inflection point. Watch for NIST, the National Institute of Standards and Technology, to release updated AI risk management guidelines. That is the bureaucratic mechanism through which White House intent becomes enforceable standard. Criterion 2. Does Anthropic's next model release, widely expected in late 2025, carry government co-development or endorsement signals? If a new Claude version launches with specific language about compliance with federal AI standards, that will confirm that the commercial relationship between Anthropic and the US government has deepened significantly. Criterion 3. Watch NASSCOM's response. If India's Technology Industry Association convenes an emergency working group or releases guidance on US AI certification compliance within the next quarter, it confirms that Indian IT companies see this as an operational requirement rather than a distant policy discussion. If all 3 of these signals activate, the Nifty IT Index's AI-aligned companies, particularly those with deep US government exposure, could see meaningful re-rating in how the market values their AI services revenue. Now here is the open question that we will be tracking in an upcoming video. What happens when the European Union's AI Act and the emerging US AI standard are not aligned? Because Indian IT companies serve both markets, and navigating two incompatible AI compliance regimes simultaneously will be one of the most complex strategic challenges India's tech sector has faced. If that is a story you want to understand before it hits your portfolio, subscribe now. Because on this channel, we connect the global policy signal to the Indian business reality every single week. I'm India AI. Stay sharp and stay ahead.